Welcome to 1407 Great Malkin Lane, the living memory of the X-Men. This week we're doing a classic review of the 1998 crossover, the shortest crossover in history, I think, because it only took 2 issues to start. No tie-ins, no build-up, just 2 stories that were supposed to be the beginning of a mystery that never came to fruition. But I say I really like to start here because this book in particular came out on my birthday when I was 13. So, and this is the first book I got because I read all the promo things about it, how it was supposed to change everything. We're getting 3 new Excalibur members. 3 new Excalibur members who used to... We got out of the 3 Excalibur members, Nightcrawler, Shadowcat, her name was Shadowcat, not Kitty Pryde, and Colossus, coming back to the X-Men for not being there for a long time. So this is a homecoming. And also this is like the first time for me. I did not grow up with Nightcrawler and Shadowcat on the X-Men. So them coming back is just like, oh, okay. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. All right, let's get into it. First, you really just gotta admire the fact they did the glossy cover. Like, just look at that. That's just beautiful. You don't even know you don't even know what's going on. Also, this give you an idea of what's going on. This was cool. You didn't need pointless exposition because you had everything right here. You had a class. You had what the book was, what the team was about, cast of characters, what happened last time, and we're there. So, where am I? Okay, first of all, I really want to talk about just this art. It's very slippery. Look at this art. This is Chris Boccello. I'm probably not even saying his name right. Great. He was doing amazing stuff at the time. So I was confused at the beginning by the objective of the new X-Men with you got the Gray King, you got Landslide, Crux, Mercury, Chaos, and Rupture. Not bad names, but I was really confused about their objective. Also, another thing, I like the art on this one as opposed to the one we're gonna get into later by Lane Francis Yu. I like this one better. It was just me. Going through it, we start from the beginning we start in the beginning with a news report talking about the anniversary. There's a space shuttle being blown. There's a space shuttle going to space, and on the anniversary of Magneto's first public appearance, which is basically the first time the X-Men have been seen in public. And we see this montage of people being recruited by this dude in a wheelchair. It's a little weird. Not they're all very reminiscent of Giant Size X-Men intentionally, which is very annoying because everybody tries to do that. A little bit of nuance would be nice. But going into it, we see the Excalibur members, Colossus, Shadowcat, and Nightcrawler on a cruise heading back to the States, not knowing anything about what's going on currently with the X-Men, because at this point, the school has been stripped down. They have nothing. It's stripped bare. So they don't know they don't know what kind of situation is going on. They get attacked by by the other X-Men, blah blah blah. They endanger people. They kidnap Shadowcat. Boom. No, really, just a lot of intrigue. It's a homecoming. The team, basically, this whole issue is about getting the team back together. And also explaining what the X-Men, what the no X-Men, as I like to call them, are actually doing. And it's cool. It's cool. It's just some really awesome fights. They have the no X-Men apparently have a metal wielder who basically took apart the X-Men's plane with them in it. So now they're just kind of they're stuck in, they're in the air and only two of them can fly. It's funny. You don't see these in the movies where there are some mutants who are more powerful than the others, or just different power sets. You don't see that anymore. Nothing. I'm not saying nothing. It's just I've seen a lot of this before. Like I said earlier, it's basically the beginning. The way I look at it, it's like the first episode of a new season. Take like Buffy the Vampire Slayer, for example. They give you the first issue. It's very action-packed, but it really doesn't tell you anything. It's just a lot of big noises, and they tell us, this is the big stuff. We're going to explain why this is important later. Okay, which leads us, we end with a cliffhanger when the X-Men crash, and which leads us to X-Men 80. X-Men 80 came out 3 weeks later, because it's the same kind of situation, glossy paper. They're basically trying to milk us for the money, but I thought this was a big deal because I'm from that era when you get to a certain point, you have to do the double size. So the art, as you can tell, is very different here. Lane Francis Yu, longtime X-Men artist, has taken over, and it's a bit more defined, but very bulky. And it's not bad, it's just not my taste. It just takes it to a whole nother level. Not a whole nother level. It takes it to a place that, it's kind of bulky, kind of ugly. His facial expressions are really good though. Oh, right here. This is some really good stuff. And also, this is one of those times where you get a really good Storm. I like to criticize Storm, say that she's overrated, she's pretentious, things that are not false. But when the X-Men are coming apart, like, okay, really, a couple of the X-Men said maybe we should rest because we're a little injured. We're not at full capacity. And Wolverine's like, what is this, loser talk? Like, and he starts getting in on people for being, fatigued. Wolverine's an asshole. But then Storm. What I like about Storm is that when she is beaten down and broken, and when she's humble, she's a great character. When she's pretentious, it means she's happy. Okay, there's this one exchange. Wolverine says, but I gotta ask the same row. You think we stand a snowball's chance this time? She says, ask me later. Ask me again later, Logan. Ask me again later. Then later on, over here, things get a little bit better. And then she says, Logan, Wolverine says, I know, Storm, it's later. And you believed every word. I'm like, yep, even Wolverine knows that she's full of herself. No, she'll be honest at the time. She won't say how she really feels. But when things are good, she's like, I had faith all along. It's that BS confidence where you want to tell the truth, but your huge ego won't allow you to. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm saying it's very annoying. Eventually, the X-Men, Kitty Pryde, who just lucks her way into a lot of situations. Like she just slips out of situations, or okay, they always say how brilliant Kitty Pryde is supposed to be. She's not. She's just really plot. She has a lot of plot armor. She's the Arya Stark of the X-Men. Think about that. She can't die. She'll just go away and just show up later. The X-Men are going back over it. Okay, there were some really good points in this. At one point, they need to. Oh, also, really funny. Rogue. I don't understand how Rogue changed her outfit between issues, because she's wearing that, but before she was wearing this. She was wearing the green number, and they don't explain it. That's funny to me. But I really like seeing Rogue use her powers and not have like she is the ultimate trump card. She's amazing. Her powers are very interesting when they're used creatively. Eventually the No X-Men are defeated, and this is apparently their leader. It did not make any sense. Looking back on, at the time, I was hesitant about going into it, because to me, I feel like they got rid of a lot of my favorite characters. They got rid of Cyclops and Jean Grey. They got rid of the Beast. They got rid of the Cannonball. They kept Marrow of the original. No, not the original, of the 3 new X-Men, but she wasn't my favorite. I like Maggot. So far, Uncanny X-Men and X-Men 80 of the Joe Kelly and Stephen T. Siegel era, which only lasted about 8 months. I'm going to give it like a 3.5 out of Out of 5. It's solid. It's for those X-Men readers who don't like the loads of characters, who remember when it was basically this team. They're going for the nostalgia kick. Nostalgia, it's always a marketing tool. But until next time, this is 1407 Gray Malkin. I remember it. You gotta remember the past in order to appreciate the future.